I'm trying to get my heart to stop racing.
Why?
It's just like the adrenaline and the fear
Of
coming. Because I came in here and I sat down, and my job is to turn around to your refrigerator
Yes.
and pull out 2 Diet Cokes. And what did I find upon opening my this refrigerator door, which never happens?
No.
What happened? There was 1 Diet Coke, and I thought, am I going to have to be the kind one? Am I going to have to be magnanimous and
Good
say,
SAT word.
this is your house, Carrie.
Yeah.
You take
Yeah.
the last Diet Coke because you provide the Diet Cokes. And then I felt my anxiety rise. I mean, be a good person or, take that Diet Coke. And I got the
You
Diet
took
Coke.
Because I'm pretty sure Emily Post, Martha Stewart, and all of the etiquette people would say,
I knew what you wanted to do,
you
Carrie.
offer it
I
to
knew
your guest.
Carrie's a great
Always
host.
give.
She would have offered me the Diet Coke. She would have
Listen.
sacrificed. And so I saved you the time of having to go through that
Through
thought
the
process
mental,
of should I give
Yeah.
it to.
Yeah.
And then you said you were going to go downstairs because you had a case of it, but you hurt your back.
Did.
Now, here's what I did do.
did.
I did offer to go down and carry all that lovely Diet Coke up here for your refrigerator.
You did, and I said no, because that's what I have a man for.
That's right.
I got a whole man
So,
that is for
it's all okay.
carrying stuff upstairs.
I want y'all to know I'm okay. I
we're-
feel the heart rate is starting to settle.
It's everything's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be
fine.
okay, everyone. It's gonna be okay. Hello, welcome to the Made You Smile podcast. My name's Melinda.
And I'm Carrie, and we're here to bring you fun, laughter, and maybe even a few aha moments.
So ready, set, smile. Oh wait, I didn't smile. How was y'all's Memorial Day?
Super chill. It was Randy's birthday on Sunday. Do y'all do birthday weeks?
No.
You've got so many people in your
We have a lot of people
in your tribe,
and
so
we're normal.
they're lucky if they get one day. Yeah,
I'm
they're
just
normal.
kidding.
When you have a smaller brood, a smaller tribe, sometimes we
it
don't really.
I don't mind birthday week, but it's expanded now to this is my birthday month, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So you get 30 days now?
Yes, that's how long it takes to celebrate me being
that's
on
right.
the planet. No, we do kind of do a little bit of. Well, I really want to do that. Well, it's your birthday week. Go do
Right,
it. You
sure.
do that thing.
You get to pick.
You get to pick, yeah. So it's not like I intentionally have 7 days of birthday parties or
No,
anything like
and do
that.
not
That's
receive
crazy.
Judgment from me.
No, you do you,
to
boo-boo.
each their own.
Yes, for sure. That was not your experience.
No, I had a December 30th birthday.
Yeah.
I was lucky if
Yeah.
people remembered.
Yeah, and your children. There's 4.
And does this
In your
affect me to
family.
this day?
A
No.
little bit.
Did my kids suffer because that's my experience?
A little bit, yeah.
Yes, they did.
No, but so yeah, we chilled. Last week I got to go and so we have this thing in Texas called Texans on Missions, formerly Texas Baptist Men. And they've changed the name of it. They've rebranded because, as my friend John, who was in charge of it at the time, said, none of those things are true anymore.
Right.
They're not Texas. They're not Baptist. They're not men.
just men.
In fact, right at half of the volunteers for Texans on Mission are women. But it's an amazing, amazing organization, and they're probably really busy right now, as a matter of fact.
Helping out.
They are the first on the scene usually. So well organized. The government loves them because they don't have red tape. They can get there faster than any other organization because they're just so, what do you call it, mobilized. Like their mobilization is so fast. But they go on scenes
probably
of disasters
All those people that can pack the back of a car really well.
really fast.
And
Yeah.
so they just, they know how to do
Well,
it.
they have this, I know all these things because I've been trained, because I've done the training. That's what I do. So I go and I do all the training videos. And so they do this thing where you are on alert And that means get ready because there's something's coming. There you could be called up, and then then there's like different levels, and so they go and after search and rescue has been through, they go in and immediately start helping with the cleanup efforts, and they've got trucks with kitchens and trucks with showers and trucks with laundry, with washing and machine and dryers, and just all sorts of like ways of help. It's amazing. If you're ever looking for something you are looking to
Get
support,
involved in.
yeah, this is one of those things. I know people that are volunteers for it, and will go readily available to go and help wherever. That just love it so much, and it's just an amazing way to help out. But
Do you remember the question?
how was my Memorial
Yeah,
Day weekend?
okay.
Yeah, so I was recovering. I was recovering from that. No,
was waiting for
that
the
was
end of the answer.
That's where it started, and then so we celebrated Randy's birthday. I did the recording thing at the end of the week, and then we did Randy's birthday, and he loves hibachi. That man could eat hibachi. It's not really hibachi, it's teppanyaki. Did you know that? The
No, I
technical term
didn't.
for it is
Wait, do they catch a shrimp tail in their hat?
this was an egg. He caught an egg in his hat this
Okay.
time. Yeah.
That's all I
But-
know the difference of.
I know.
Are you going to catch a shrimp tail in your hat? You know?
So we went and did that Sunday night, and then yesterday we chilled so hard.
Hey, you want to hear what we
Like,
did?
What'd you guys do?
We sat in our recliners and watched through the whole Band of Brothers.
I watched a clip of it. I love that series. How many times have y'all watched it through now?
We were asking how many times a year do
Yeah.
we decide to put this on? It's like D-Day,
Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Yes.
Then
Veterans Day.
we probably around July 4th, we
Yeah.
put it on just, because. And
Yeah.
anyway, so we sat there and I felt so bad because I looked at Greg and I said, I didn't even think about planning some kind of event that my children could come to,
Right. Yes.
barbecue, us all get together.
You know what?
It didn't occur to me at all.
They're grown people. They're grown
Well,
adults.
they probably had their own.
Let them grill
plans,
their
but-
own hot dogs and hamburgers. We did do that. My sister did make potato salad. And so my daughter, everybody had the day off, obviously, and my daughter was in her. I take that back. I said, obviously, I know a bunch of people that had to work yesterday because of their retail, and so I did
Yes.
not mean that. I'm
Former
sorry.
Home Depot
Yes,
employee here.
yeah. We've all done our dues in retail, but she had the day off, and my daughter did, and she's living with us right now, and so she'd been in her room all day. She got a new game that she'd been waiting for to come out. It came out, so she's been locked away playing that new game, and about 5 o'clock, she came out of her room and she smelled food. And she looked up on our Life 360 and saw that my sister was pulling up to our house. And she said, she just came down the stairs and she goes, the first words out of her mouth was, "Mom, potato salad?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Well, I smell food and Aunt Pam's here and it's Memorial Day, so that can only mean one thing." Potato salad? I was like, "Yes, potato salad." Yeah. It's like her favorite
Unpopular
thing.
opinion.
You don't like potato
I
salad.
don't like potato salad.
You see,
What is that about?
I don't know. You're
because
crazy.
now I know that there are two recipes. There's two
They're
schools of thought
very distinct.
on approaches
Yes,
to potato
I
salad.
agree. I agree.
Maybe I tried the wrong school of thought first,
I bet you have.
and then
most
if I had
likely have.
exposed myself to
Which-
the appropriate,
Which channel did you take?
I don't know, since I didn't have
Okay.
it to compare to.
Okay.
You know,
This
this could.
this recipe is my Mima's potato salad.
Well, when it's a Meemaw.
I'm telling you, it is mostly mayonnaise. It's just
I'm in.
it's mostly mayo.
Isn't there a branch that does like more a mustard base?
Yes,
potato
I
salad?
cannot. I can't.
think that's what I had.
We do put mustard in,
sure.
but it's like
For a little zing.
minuscule, and it's mostly mayonnaise. But you do And it's all in the boiling of the potatoes too. You gotta just do it. I mean, and Meemaw, she just felt it. It was one of those where where we'd ask her, Meemaw, what's the recipe? She goes, I don't know.
I know. I have some recipes that way too.
You just gotta feel it, and you really do. You really just have to learn how to.
My kids will say, Mom, what's the such and such recipe? And I'm like, well, you scoop your hand like this.
Yeah.
And I hope our hands are the same size.
Yeah.
But you're going to feel about this much
Yeah.
of your, I
I'm
don't know
gonna
how to do
move your
it.
mic out of the way just a little bit because I can't see your face at all. All I see are your eyes. There we go.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, you. So
Hey, you.
so great potato salad.
Yes.
Meemaw's potato salad. Here's the other thing we did on Memorial Day. Our oven is going out.
Oh no.
Yes. Double ovens going out.
Oh no.
How do we find this out, you ask?
Yeah.
We put a big old chunk of meat in there and don't realize until the timer goes off that the oven shut off halfway through the cooking.
Oh man.
And it's been doing it more and more. At first, I thought it was a fluke. Riley banged the door closed a few times. But anyway, so we went double oven shopping
Oh.
a little bit.
Oh.
And back when I worked at Home Depot, we had an outstanding oven selection that you could go, because I want to see it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to look online. I want to see it, and I want to
Yes.
kick the tires.
Yes. I agree. I agree.
Open the doors.
Yep.
Well, we started at Lowe's. I'm embarrassed to say my dad worked at Home Depot for 20 years.
Yeah.
We have lots of orange shirts in our
Yeah.
closet
Yeah.
between Dad and I. But we went to Lowe's. Same thing. They only had 2 examples,
Isn't that
4
crazy?
models. And then we went over to, and I said, well, because we're at Lowe's.
We're at Lowe's
We
and
need to
not
go
Home
over to Home
Depot.
Depot.
Yeah.
Got on there, same thing. 2 4 models.
Yeah.
Does nobody want to actually open the doors and
That's
look
crazy.
inside?
Remember
and,
Sears? Remember how great Sears was?
yeah,
where
you
they
you
had
want to see
yeah.
if 2 9x13
Yes.
casserole
Casserole
dishes will fit
dishes.
side by side.
Okay, well, I like that this is happening because my microwave blew out.
Well, you're gonna have to
So-
think of a new way to shop.
You're gonna do all my research for me.
Yeah.
Because I want to upgrade my oven. I feel like when I first bought it, it was the budget friendly, and when it's something that's gonna,
Well,
that you're gonna keep
that's
for a
the
while.
next discussion that came up.
yeah,
Greg and I, he's like, well, I'm like, don't tell me that we don't use it very much anymore, because he's gonna try to.
yes,
It's
Yeah.
not his tool that he
no,
uses very often.
right,
Okay.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do is because my I have one of those in the wall, so I have my microwave oven is above the oven.
Okay.
And so it's like a 1 unit. And so I had to buy, I went to Walmart and bought just a cheap microwave so I could at least make popcorn.
Sure.
Because I can't use it. Because I'm like, I
Or
told,
warm up your coffee.
right? I
That's
told
what
Randy, I said, look, I'm not buying, I'm not going to replace the microwave right now because I want to get what I want.
Right.
So I'm going to save up for what I want. And in the meantime, because the oven works just fine, but I remember once upon a time, years and years ago, I had an oven in an apartment that did that preheat, and it was like that. It preheat up so fast, like curling irons do today. It's like they heat up so fast.
Now
this
they've
takes
got Wi-Fi
forever.
in them. Like you could
I
start
want
your
Wi-Fi.
oven
Yes,
from
sitting
your
in church.
or from the grocery store.
Yes.
Going, wow, this looks great. I'm going to
Yeah.
have this tonight. In fact, I want my oven to start so I can
Right
put
now.
it right in.
Yeah.
Or I don't have to text my husband saying we're having pizza tonight. Set it to 425.
Yes. So that's what I want too. I want, however, I don't know. Have you heard about people spying on you through your appliances now?
Yes, but they're just going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I really think so too. I'm like, I keep hearing that.
like,
I heard a CIA
They're
agent.
not going to catch any.
Yeah.
You know,
There was a couple. You got me
dark
onto
secrets.
You got me onto Diary of a CEO, and I was
Yes.
watching a clip of 2 CIA agents, and they were talking about your passwords and how easy it is for them to get in all your stuff. And I'm like, huh, okay, well, it is what it is, you know. And I'm like, you keep your nose clean, you'll be fine.
You don't have to worry about it. I don't walk around naked a whole lot. Occasionally, forgot to get the clean underwear out of the dryer.
It's like, that's on you, buddy. If you hack into my camera, you get what you get.
I feel like I would have to apologize to them. Like, sorry if anybody's watching. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no.
That'll teach you. I'm sure you were watching for my tortilla soup recipe is what you were hoping for. And you got something like really disappointing. Your eyes will be okay.
Yeah.
The swelling will go down in a few weeks. I can hear Google or Alexa going,
Wrong channel. This is not my channel.
As much as Google interrupts our conversations,
Yes.
driving me crazy. We're all like, shut up,
Shut
Google.
up.
We weren't talking to you. I don't want to know Huey Lewis's last greatest hit. That's not what I said.
What was Huey Lewis's
I
last
don't
great-
know. I was talking about my joints and how they hurt, and all of a sudden you're playing
Hip to
Huey
be
Lewis-
square.
Hip to be square, yeah, or some kind of the theme from On Golden Pond. They're just
my
like,
goodness.
I wonder if the people that are in charge of all that go, hey, we've got a few addresses here that we just need to cross off.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Just,
that
you don't need to see.
there's nothing from these
That's
people
none of our business. What's going
that we can build on or market in any way. In fact, I think it'll set the world back a few years. So let's just
They're
stay
good.
off of that.
They're good. They're fine. They're just fine.
Oh, anyway, that's how our Memorial Day went.
Yep. I am.
Looking from, this is a new puppy in
This
your
is
lap.
Minnie. Hi, Minnie. Say hi, Minnie.
Minnie, that's my grandma name.
That's her grandma name. We all know the Minnie.
Minnie, and Gus is
And
jealous.
Gus is like,
down there.
hey, that's my mom.
Hope y'all-
Watching my sister's
Hope y'all
dog.
had a great Memorial Day.
Yes.
And did more than
Sit
stay in your jammies watching Band
and
of
if
Brothers.
you did, you're my people.
But listen,
That's
if
what
you
we
have
did.
not seen that series,
Oh
you
my
need to
gosh,
watch it.
It's so good.
So good.
It's
so well done.
So Randy, when he first started his job at Gearbox many years ago, it's been probably 16, 17 years ago, but when he first started, the game that he was working on was called Brothers in Arms. And his boss was Colonel John Antel, who was the tank commander during the Gulf War. He retired because his wife was ailing, and so he took a job as a consultant for this game company where my husband works as a consultant. And he had also done consulting on the History Channel, and
And he was a big World War II buff, wasn't he?
well, all wars,
Okay.
basically. Yeah. His big dream for his retirement was to set up a tourism thing where he led.
And Greg and Randy would be
would
on
have
it.
been
There's
yeah.
like, we'll be
so
your...
he practiced on Randy, but they would have to go to, because the publisher of the game was in Paris. Wah, wah. So they would have to go to Paris. Every time they went, the colonel would schedule in time to go tour a battlefield somewhere. And of course, he'd take Randy with him. And Randy's Gen X, and everybody else on the team, I think at the time, was millennials. And Colonel John didn't have like a lot of patience because Randy was just, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
I completely
What
respecting. Yeah. And hard worker, good work ethic, just lots of integrity.
Right.
And he would take Randy on these battlefield tours, and they saw battles that I'd never heard of, but they thought were insane. Greg would absolutely know what they were. A lot of Roman, like ancient battles. And so they got to go. They did take a big team from Gearbox to go tour a lot of the World War II battle sites. And so they went to the Ardennes forest, and it's just beautiful, Randy said, because they've replanted a lot of the trees. And then just all these little villages in where would that have been? I can't remember, like just some of these little towns where that.
I don't know, but where was it? I just watched the episode where they're in the cold forest.
Yes.
It's not Bastogne, is it?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right because I saw that clip too where they were in the forest
Yeah, and it was so
and
cold.
but they would so you've got all these Americans wandering through these tiny little villages where it's not really a touristy place, but they're getting like and the game follows the 101st Airborne. And
Mm.
so they're going that same path as Band of Brothers. And so they're walking down these, little tiny villages and stuff. And Randy said this couple comes out, was it France, I think?
Yeah.
And this couple comes out and they're like, what are you didn't speak English? And they're like, what are you doing? Like, and communication, nobody spoke either language. And so Randy spoke little bit of French because he took it in high school and college, and so he was able to show them their drawings. And he said video games, and and this is before we had any sort of Google Translate or cell phones or
Right.
anything like that to help us, but and they were like, we're getting pictures and ideas. And once that couple, this much older couple, realized what it is they were doing, they were like, oh, and they brought come in and made them go in, and they
Aw.
still just could not speak, and they were pulling down books and pictures and photographs of their families that lived through it, and they're
Oh,
showing it,
wow.
and they're feeding them, and they're just like Randy said it was the most surreal, amazing experience he'd
Right. I
ever
bet
had
it was.
because they were so proud of
Well, they're still they care so much for
so
the
deeply.
cemeteries that are over there.
Yes,
They
yeah,
just,
yeah,
still.
yep. And he went to Normandy. They went to the
The
beach,
beaches.
and it's chilling. There's so many memorials there, and there happened to be a choir that was there on the day that he went, and it was an a cappella
Well,
choir. It was amazing.
watching through that series is
Yeah.
a bonding experience for Greg and I in a
Yes.
weird way because he
Yeah.
is my husband is very, very knowledgeable on
Yeah.
World War II,
Yeah.
and especially Easy Company. And his
Yes.
grandfather served, and I forget what he was a foot soldier.
Yeah.
I can't think of the term, but he was not in the 101st Airborne. But it's very, very special to Greg, and so I'll have the puncher and I'll pause it
Yeah.
during the thing and say, okay, what's happening here? I don't understand
Yes.
why this failed or why
Yes.
is so and so upset, and so he gets to show
They love it.
his knowledge.
They love it, and I love learning about
do
it.
too.
I love it when I don't know what's going
You
on.
would think after watching it, how many times have we said we
You
watch it
would've-
like 3 or 4 times a year that it'd be memorized?
but you always think of something new. I do that with any type of military show or movie that we watch, and also Lord of the Rings. Anytime I'm
yes.
like we're watching through that, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so
I don't think
this person
we
was
keep saying we need Caleb and Randy need to
Yeah.
go out to lunch
Oh my
and
gosh.
just geek out, and Aaron too.
I
But
think your boys, all of your boys, and my husband, and even Graham would probably just geek out as well. Just need to have a boys' weekend where they go and just watch and talk
listen,
and play games. And
if I
just,
come downstairs and Lord of the Rings on, I'm like, okay, I
Okay.
know what's going to be on
This
TV
is-
for the next how many hours do we
Yeah.
have? Because we're going to go through the whole.
yes, the
trilogy.
whole thing. So
Anyway, well, good weekend.
hope you guys had a really great Memorial Day weekend, and it is. Ooh, there's a storm blowing in, and that's what you're hearing if you can hear the wind. We did. I love that yesterday we did pause in our service and honor that people in our congregation, people in our that are currently serving,
Which is very, I mean, we've talked about this, one more thing, but it's very important to those that serve. So I have a cousin that's a lieutenant colonel,
yeah.
and it's very important for those who serve, for everybody to understand the different significance behind the different days, Memorial
Yes,
Day,
I
Veterans
agree.
Day,
Yep.
D-Day, and everything to understand. So this is a time to honor Memorial Day, obviously to honor those who have given it all, the full sacrifice for our country. And
Is it for people that died in battle because of it, or like are
it
just
says
just gone
I wanted to verify that. It's died in service.
in
of
service?
us.
Okay.
So I don't think it has to be in a battle, but I think it's died in service. Check me on that. So anyway, but it is specifically for that. And then Veterans Day is to honor anybody who served
And that is that the one in September?
Don't call me on that. When is Veterans
When
Day?
is Veterans Day? Is it Memorial Day? Is that military specific?
Right. Yes, it's for people, those in service.
Okay, Veterans Day is November 11th.
Okay.
Labor Day is not related at all, and that's the one that's in September. Okay, yeah. So we have what? Memorial Day, Veterans Day,
and then some observe D-Day, and then we
D-Day,
have
that's right.
what is it called? VE Day. Where's the victory when we
Victory in
celebrate the
England?
end? But big celebration is going to be Memorial Day and Veterans Day.
VE Day was
when
May
the end
8th.
of the war.
May 8th, yeah, known as Victory in Europe Day or VE Day. Yep.
But anyway,
I love history. I love history, and I'm so grateful. Full measure.
Mm-hmm.
Full measure, given the full measure. So
yeah.
Good. All right. Well, it's getting dark in here.
I know it is.
Because there's a storm blowing in, and I kind of love it. I love these overcast days.
Kind of it changing the light.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I may not be able to go home. I need a blanket, Carrie,
Okay,
and
got
I need
it.
a good
I'm
book.
I'm on it. We're gonna
Good
go
book,
snuggle.
cup of
We're
coffee,
gonna snuggle
blanket.
in the couch.
We'll finish the podcast later.
Finish the podcast later.
There's a storm coming in.
Let's go watch Saving Private Ryan.
So spooky.
Drip, drip, drop, little April showers.
What
Except it's May.
You texted me to give me a cheerful text. Do you know what you texted me? Something to cheer me up about the hot summer coming up. What did you send me? You were at Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
What did you see at Hobby Lobby?
Fall and Christmas stuff out already. Everybody listening, you shush it. I am here for it. I want to see it.
When you've grown up in Texas.
That's right.
And you know what's coming.
Right.
We know what's coming in August. It's going to be miserable.
Yep, it is. It's going to be miserable.
We just lead a little joy on the horizon.
That's why we, almost every year, we do our yearly pilgrimage.
Did you hear that?
We do our yearly pilgrimage to Breckenridge, Colorado, and it's so pleasant. We out of the 4 weeks of August, we take 1 full week and just go and cool off. When y'all go to Platora,
same thing.
So I was, we're Disney adults now.
Yeah.
Like we've just
I've
resigned to it. So have I, Melinda. I've accepted it as well.
I was even going to tell you something.
What?
I was going to ask you something.
What were you going to ask me?
Do you think you and I could plan a trip?
Yeah.
Because we travel well.
We do travel really well, you and I.
But one of these days, I want to see Disney at Christmas.
I want to take you to see Disney at Christmas.
Christmas comes out right after October, I think.
I know. We went, Randy let me go. Randy and I went, and he loves it you got to be married to somebody who loves it as much as you do.
Yeah.
Because that is really hard when one person is like, what do we want to do? Go to Disney. Oh, why don't we go to Hawaii? Why don't we go do that? Okay, yeah. But no,
I don't.
Randy and I are just like, should we
go
somewhere?
Y'all will travel other places too.
We do. But it's like when it comes down to it, we're like, I just want to be at Disney all the time. I don't know what it is. I've just bought into it.
I love it like you do. I love it for different. Actually, I do. I love it for different reasons. Why? Because I love set design.
You love the production.
The building of worlds.
Yes.
And I love to walk into the world.
That is not even remotely opposite of why we love it. That's what we love as well. That is, we go and we're like, can we write this off on our taxes? Because we're both we come away with 1,000 new ideas for each of us of how to do stuff. Because they just get the best Imagineers ever.
Disney.
Anyway.
Wait, one more thing.
No, go.
I will let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't Disney. Where did I go with Caleb?
You went to Universal. You went to Harry Potter
I
World.
went to the Harry
Yeah.
Potter World. I just have to say, excellent. I felt like I was in the world. Y'all did a great job.
Yeah.
The
However,
garland, however, I am a detail person,
yeah.
and I did do sets for a long time.
Yeah.
And the garland that y'all have hanging for Christmas should have snow on it. If you're going to put snow on the roofs,
Just follow through with it.
the snow will track down to the
Yes.
garland. My only complaint.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The last time we went to Disney World, Randy and I, it was last year right after,
This is incorrect.
what?
Disney World? Oh,
Disney
you're right.
World.
Disney
Yeah,
World.
yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
You're going to let it slip, though, that you went to Disneyland just a little bit ago.
Oh, I did. We just
Yeah.
went because Randy's birthday and Graham's birthday are in the same month, and they were having Star Wars night, and my kids live an hour and a half away now from Disneyland, so we were like, you guys want to
Oh,
go do
that's
that?
perfect.
And so yeah, so we just we stayed one night, and it's really
Anyway,
easy
but
to
the
do.
last time y'all went to Disney World,
We got there the day after the Halloween stuff was done. We went like
So you
the
saw them
first
still
so
putting up.
there is a video of somebody posted on Instagram, and I want to say it was like a time elapsed video of them putting up Christmas in the Magic Kingdom. And I swear we're in the video. I swear it's kind of like an aerial shot, because we always go till we're not rope droppers, which means we don't get up at 6 a.m. and go when they and line up to get in the park. We're kind of like we get up and we go and we stay until it closes. And so we were there until it closed, and we're walking out, and this video shows the last people that walk out, and it's like, bam, go, tree, tree, tree. And so
I wonder what it's like to work on that team.
it's like a pit crew. They're
Yeah.
like, because you go back and watch the video of how fast they
They
put
make a
up
transformation.
and it's not, they do it gradually. It's not like
Right.
all overnight. Like they
Right.
do a lot that night, because we left the last thing at night, one of the last ones to leave, and then we got up the next day and went. And when we walked in, it was Christmas at Magic Kingdom, and we were like, "Man, that was so
Yeah.
fast!"
I can't believe y'all haven't done a true Christmas trip.
It's so
Disney.
hard because we always look for it not to be super crowded.
Right. That's why I was thinking maybe if we hit it just when they're
Just
putting the
right.
decorations
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
we could.
I want to
we
say
could
the
think
week
about it.
after Thanksgiving might be a good week. I'll have to look at my calendar, but yes, I would love to go when it's Christmas.
Anyway, stay tuned. We'll let you know.
When we go, the last time we were there at Disney World, there was I want to say a grandmother, and she had her toddler, and we were waiting on, like, there's one act of the ride, and she's holding her toddler grandchild, and she was standing behind me, and there's a big thing that happens before you go, a big, kind of goofy thing that happens before you go get in line for the ride. And I said, "Here, step in front of me so your toddler can see." And she goes, "Oh, he won't remember this at all." And I was like, "But you will.
Right.
You're going to remember
His
this moment, his
expressions.
expression, how
Yeah.
amazing this is." So she was like, "Oh," and so I made her go stand in front of me. But I see a lot of, it just reminded me about, like, the core memories that you make, and a lot of those are I'm sure a lot of core memories are made at Disney World. But I also see a lot of videos and stuff on Instagram and social media about how parents will go and wake their kids up in the middle of the night or early in the morning, and we're going to Disney World, and the kids are like, "Ah!" And that is such a unique experience. And I did that to my sister one time. I surprised my sister for her 50th birthday to go to Disney World. She'd never been anywhere. But you watch those videos, and it's like, maybe you're a parent and you're on a budget, and you're thinking, I will never
We
be
can't
able to
afford to
do
do
that.
something like
There's
this,
no
yeah.
way I will ever be able to do that. I want to remind you, as Melinda and I are parents of grown children, they're all adults. You've got 2 grandchildren. I am
With a third on the way.
Oh, can we say that now?
I think so.
Okay.
I hope so.
Okay. I hope so too.
Yes, they announced it at church.
Okay, there we go. That's the green light. That's the green light. But we are listening. We have this wonderful experience now and I love this season of life. I'm just loving every moment of it because I've learned as a what do we call ourselves? Queenager, as a, senior adult freshman class. At this point in our lives, we've learned how to be in the moment. I have learned how to be present, be in the moment, and just soak it all in and take pictures in my mind. And I love listening to my children talk about their childhood. I love it. The
Right.
good
What
and the
stood
bad.
out.
The good
Yeah.
and the bad. Because the
Oh, I
good,
don't like listening to
the
bad.
bad now for my kids is funny. Remember that
Oh.
time mom just lost it and she just was like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and we were laughing so hard. And I'm like, you what now? And
My
and
kids
they're,
would say, remember that time mom said a bad word?
Yes.
They actually heard me say a bad word.
yes, but they think it's hilarious now. And it's funny to recount those times. But the things that they remember are the spontaneous moments.
Right.
And those are the spontaneous.
Not the time that a lot of money was spent, but the
Exactly.
time that there was surprise and wonder
Yeah.
and yeah.
Kids don't necessarily understand a budget. They really don't. I remember I was having this conversation with my friend last week about my childhood, and I never realized how like a hair over the poverty line we were. Like I had no idea how poor we were because my dad was a pastor and we were ministering to people who were even poorer than we were. So there was a perspective thing there for me, and it never occurred to me that our groceries
lot,
weren't gonna stretch to the end of the week. But the things that my kids remember are late night taco runs of like getting up and them going to bed, getting ready for bed, and we're like, I need a drink from Sonic. Who wants to get in the car and go get a drink? I do. And it might mean a little grumpier the next morning if you're going to school the next morning, but to me it was so incredibly worth it. I just remember just the giggles and the joy and that's what they'll say nowadays
remember.
that they remember.
Well, when you had having 4 children, I think my guilt thing would be, or where I felt the most guilt as a parent would probably be the one-on-one time with children.
Yep.
Once you have 4, you just felt outnumbered. You didn't get a whole lot of individual time with each child.
Yeah.
And so we would have ditch days
Yes.
with mommy.
Love it.
So I didn't do a ditch day for all 4 kids at the same time. It was a
No,
ditch
yeah.
day with each child would get one ditch day with mommy
Yep.
and one ditch day with daddy throughout the year. And we had the best elementary school principal
Yes.
and front office because they saw the importance of that.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think Greg called it, they had daddy-itis.
Oh,
When he picked them
yes.
up, it would be they had daddy-itis.
That was the
So,
official diagnosis.
We would do what we'd do is we would get them to they would get their credit for being there. I think you had to be there till 10,
Yeah.
or something like that. And then if you check them out after that, they got credit for the whole day.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I don't know.
That
We
was
would
our
skirt
hack
the system.
too. Yes, that was our hack.
But it helps the school out as well,
Yes,
But
yeah.
I would loved how supportive they were of that. But they remember that, as being. I think we would go to a bookstore usually and go
Yeah.
have lunch with mommy and
Yeah.
things like that. And then I do have to confess, there were a few times where all 4 kids got to leave school early for one of the Harry Potter premieres.
You know what? That is just the best. Like did they know they were gonna get
No,
to at you? So
they
it was a
said
surprise?
they didn't. I'm surprised I didn't. I'm surprised I didn't have to
Give
let
them
them
that to
know
look
a
forward
heads
to,
up.
yeah.
But they said that mom would show up, and it was just Riley talks. It was the best day ever. It's the best day ever. So
I love
anyway.
that. And sometimes it's like they understand that there's a consequence after this. If because we did midnight showings of Harry Potter.
Yes, yes.
We would
do those too. Yeah.
We would go to midnight showings. We were like, guys, we want to do this. but you also got to get up and go to school the next day. Can you do that? Yes.
We would do that with the
Absolutely
book
can do
release.
that. Yeah.
We
Oh, go
we
stand
went
in
to the
line.
midnight stand in line, all four of them. It was so much fun because
Those are
they
the
had
best.
they had entertainers
Yeah.
for the line, the people of
Yes.
the line waiting for the book.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yep. It's those core memories. And I was watching a video of a dad who was sitting in his car, and he said made such a good point that a lot of parenting is just good marketing. Is
yeah,
is framing experiences for your children that
in a positive
in a
light.
positive light that change their perspective on what a blessing is, or what something that can bring you joy, the simplest things, how the simplest things can bring you joy. And I think sometimes as grown-ups we have to stop and think like a kid, and like, what is their routine? What are they used to doing? They're used to getting up in the morning, having cereal, getting on a bus or being driven to school by mom or dad, dropped off, having a day, coming home, doing their homework, having dinner, like on repeat. And the way, if you are just not a spontaneous person, I think the way to kind of have those or make those core memories is to think about what their schedule is. How can I disrupt the schedule?
Right.
That I think is not, without
And
being a neuroscientist, I'm sure that has something to do with your core memory.
probably modeling. When I picked up the kids from school, I remember I picked up not only my children, but I picked up their cousins, because my children went to school with their
That's
cousins,
right. Yes.
which they think
They were,
everybody does.
yeah.
And it was like, I kept saying, not everybody lives next door to your
Yeah.
cousins.
No.
But anyway, coming home, we would always play Life is a Highway.
Oh,
It was
yes.
just a celebration that the
Yes.
day was over,
Yes.
and they remember that. But it was the reason that became a part of our process was because I grew up with a dad. He took me to school every day. And of course, he would throw wet washcloths in my face.
Yeah.
I was the one that you didn't want to get out of bed for school. But what was modeled for me was a dad that woke up joyful and cheerful
Yes.
every single morning,
Yes. Yeah.
even though he was heading off to a very hard
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
But he would take me to school, and I've got this face on. It's
Yeah.
like, you're not going to make me smile.
No, I'm not
not
gonna.
going to have a good time. And he would start singing some song, some Disney song, actually, probably from some Disney movie that we would sing. I actually remember, but I think the song has been like blacklisted because it's not I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been canceled. This song
Sure.
has been
Yes,
canceled
I'm sure.
from this particular Disney movie. But he would sing it at the top of his lungs. And by the time I made it to school, my grumpiness, I don't know how you
Yeah.
could hold on to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that costs nothing.
Right.
His attitude and
Yeah.
the way he started my day
Yep.
cost absolutely
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
And it affected then the way I raised my children.
Yeah.
You talk. One of the also I think things that I did. My kids, when you have four of them, they all started school at a different time.
So hard.
It was so hard.
So hard.
And
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the solution, but
Yeah.
it was very hard to find family time
Yes.
because sitting down to a meal at night was hard because somebody had activities.
Yep.
So we had once a week we had big breakfast morning.
That's amazing.
And it was the full meal deal. They
Yeah.
got the eggs, the bacon,
Yeah.
so you had to make something joyful out of it. It had to be, okay, mom never cooks biscuits on such and such day. They're
Oh,
going to get
yeah.
biscuits on this day. So it was
Yeah.
the full meal deal. And so the ones that got to sleep later had to rise
They had to get up.
at 6 o'clock when
Ugh.
all of the other ones. Well,
Yeah.
you know what that does to the kids that have to get up at 6 in the morning?
Yeah.
You're not lonely. You're not
Yeah.
waking up in a lonely house, in a dark house,
Yeah.
and your siblings are still sleeping in
Yeah.
or whatever. And so they remember that too, and that cost nothing.
Right.
There was no
Yes.
expense to that,
No,
but it was
yeah.
a big memory for them.
Yeah.
I think it's a good memory.
No, I
Probably
would think
depends
so.
on the ones that were
On that
like,
perspective, yeah.
I could have slept another 2 hours.
The video I was watching though, he was talking about how they had Memorial Day and it was cold and rainy, just much like what's happening now, except cold, where he lived. And his kids were grumpy because they wanted to be outside to play, and it just
Yeah,
kind of
day off. You're supposed to be able out in the yard.
And so he was like, "Oh, well, we weren't going to do that anyway. And they were like, what? And he goes, no, it's comfy car ride day. And they were like, what are you talking about? He goes, hang on. Have you never done comfy car ride day? And they're 4. So no, they've never, obviously he's in control of the things that they do and don't do. But they're like, no, what is that? He's like, oh my goodness, it's where we
Just the best day ever.
It's the most amazing thing. I can't believe we get to do this today. And they're like, what is it? And they're like, we get to get in our pajamas and get our coziest blanket. And we're going to get in the car and we're going to go for a car ride. And we're going to listen to all our favorite music. And oh my goodness, you guys, we may even go through a drive-through and get something fun to eat and get some fun snacks. And they're like, when are we doing this? Like right now.
Go
Are
get
you
your
kidding me?
jammies
Are
on.
you kidding me? And he was like, don't even tell me you've never done this before. No, we have never done this before in our lives.
And then you walk and go, we don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want
No,
to
we
just
wanna
stay
do
around
it.
the house.
Yeah, so it's marketing. It's absolutely marketing.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Maybe we need to fix the marketing on adulting as well.
Oh, you know what? I want to rebrand Mondays.
Okay.
I'm so tired of people complaining about Mondays, but I mean, I get it, but
Well,
this is
just-
the day the Lord has made. Let us
How can I
rejoice.
rebrand not being able to read well anymore?
Yes.
Because of my eyesight?
Because your eyesight.
Maybe we could rebrand the joints hurting.
Yeah.
Maybe we could rebrand. And you know what hurts marketing?
What's that?
Social media is hurting
So
marketing.
much. Yeah.
Our
Oh,
lives
they-
are woe.
Yeah.
and,
They
let's see,
think they're
woe is
doing
me.
they think they're doing good work, but it's
No,
just we're not supposed to.
we're,
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna rebrand adulting
Yeah.
in we're gonna rebrand postmenopausal adulting.
Let's rebrand. Give it a
It's
rebrand.
wonderful.
It's amazing. It's just your body is saying, "Well done,
It's-
good and faithful servant."
Yeah,
It is.
you know,
It is your.
we're gonna. It's what's so wonderful about it is,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's that all these benefits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll put that on the back burner.
We'll come up with something.
We'll come back
Hey,
to it.
it can be. We can spin this. I think we can spin this for sure. But yeah,
It's the wisdom.
it's the wisdom. It's the not caring anymore. It's
What's that club that we like to watch?
We do not care club.
We do not
We
care.
don't
club.
care any more.
Anyway, we'll work on it. Work on that marketing.
But hey, find the smallest. This is our challenge. This is your homework. If you are a grandparent or a mother or father that are just looking to create core memories for your kids, just something
Well,
unexpected.
not just for
That's
your
it.
best friend too. What's my core memory adulting thing that you're gonna?
That I'm gonna
that-
do.
that
Well,
you're
if
gonna
I
come up
told
with it.
you, then it wouldn't.
I know what it is.
What?
Going to Disney.
It's going to Disney at Christmas.
because we can, because we're not mothers of 4 little kids anymore. Because we can take off.
I got grown up money, and
Yeah.
I have free will.
and been gay.
Spicy hot. Side of Advil.
I think that
Just got a snuff
I
right
think
there
the
from the
sun
dog.
is gonna break through.
You think?
Maybe.
No,
I don't want it to.
I don't either.
I like the
I want to go sit on my back
rumble of
porch.
the thunder.
The thunder. That was a good podcast. It was a really good podcasting we did today, Melinda.
Did we?
Yeah.
Is that encouragement? Are you trying to
I don't know.
build up?
I don't know.
Is that
I
a
think
good-
I love our podcast. I love our podcast. I listen back to our podcast.
Well, you have to because you edit
I know
them.
because I edited it. I edited it. Listen, if you enjoy our podcast, would you be so kind as to share it with somebody?
Tell somebody about it.
Tell us about it. Tell us what
Yes.
you like. Tell us what you don't like.
Oh, tell Carrie
Tell
what you
me
don't.
what you don't like. Melinda can't handle it.
I don't. No, I have enough people telling me what they don't like about me. I don't need that kind of feedback.
I can take it. I
Carrie,
don't need that kind of negativity.
I got my art stuff that's being criticized. I don't need that. Carrie can take that. Yeah, give it to Carrie.
Hey, I do want to, as we are ending our podcast, we're doing something new. 1 second. I am.
What are we doing new? You should tell your partner about this.
I did. And we've established that
established
there's no use.
My short-term memory does not work.
This today, on this recording day, which is May 26, 2026, there are 119 days until the first day of fall.
Okay,
The countdown is on.
I can do 119 days.
We are 17 weeks away, approximately 4 months away, because it starts September 22nd, 2026.
Okay.
So 17 weeks, we're going to start our countdown all through the summer.
Let's be positive. Maybe
Yeah.
we're going to have a really good June, because sometimes June can stay pretty cool.
Well, do you think the guy who's your ponder on weather, what's his name?
He's not mine, but he
I know,
belongs
he's
to
in
everybody.
McKinney. He belongs to the world.
That's
He
right.
belongs to the weather world.
Yes.
He's our weather guy. Ponder on weather. If you don't follow him, surely you do. I mean, if you don't, you should.
And don't call him Shirley.
No, call him Shirley. He is a nerd, a weather nerd.
Yes.
He loves it. But I'd love to have him on sometime and ask him weather-related questions.
I don't know. Sometimes he talks over my head.
Can you tell it to me like I'm in the 3rd grade? We're apparently in a
Wet stuff is falling from the sky.
super El Nino.
Right. I think it's potentially supposed to be maybe a bad hurricane season. I don't know.
It is a super, okay.
But
People were asking
what's
it
been
already.
funny is that the weather in Texas lately has kind of had all of the weathermen on their toes. Like they've missed some forecasts recently. And that's why you say the weather in Texas. But I understand a little bit more since I've been following so many of them.
Yeah.
I understand a little bit more why it's particularly hard in not just Texas, but our area of Texas happens to be a very hard place because of
The way everything
this
converges.
and the bucket here and the Gulf.
It's like
which
it's
bring
coming up, and then it's going this way,
it's
and then
craziness,
it's coming down
which
this
lets
way.
me know God can still just surprise.
You know
He's
what?
Like,
he do what he want to do. He
does.
do what he want to do when he
He's
want to
gonna-
do it.
He's going to give us rain. That's why we rely on him.
We learned the word yesterday in my
What?
Sunday school classes. Randy was teaching our college kids. That
word?
is called sovereignty of God. He can do what he wants to do whenever
right
he
now,
wants to do it and
he
still
wants
be
it
good.
to rain in Plano. I hope it's raining up in McKinney as well, because we have some new grass that we really need to get watered in.
Yes, I did
So-
turned off my sprinklers because I knew we were going to be getting a bunch of rain. We weirdly, this whole podcast has been about memories.
Oh,
So, because we had Memorial Day and we remembered our servicemen and women that have boldly given their lives for their country, and then we talked about making core memories. Thank you for my background music. I hope YouTube doesn't ding us for the copyright.
no, it was I was pitchy, so it should. Maybe it won't recognize that.
That is funny. That is funny. We always love to end our podcast with a word from the Lord. And it's not hard to go very far and find on the things that we're supposed to dwell on, the things that we are supposed to hold fast to and keep at the front of our minds. And
Wait, I have a benefit though. Since my short-term memory is so bad, it's harder for me to dwell on the wrong things.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
the way to look at the
You
positive
asked
side.
me.
That's marketing. That's adult. There we
There
go.
we go.
That's
You
the
found
adult.
it. You
the
found
adult
it.
marketing.
You absolutely found it. Well, you were asking me off mic if I'm worried about your chances for Alzheimer's, and I'm like, no, I'm not even a little bit, because I've heard this. If you don't know you've forgotten something,
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
I do always know.
If you
I do always
I'm
know.
always aware that I can't remember. Yeah, but this is Psalm 77. This is, this is one of the Asaph Psalms. And I love when you know the history of, nope, never mind. That's the wrong thing. Never mind. I was thinking Sons of Korah, not the same thing. This is Asaph. Not sure who that guy was. But this is Psalm 77, and this is starting in verse 11. It says, I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your wonders of old. I will ponder all your work and meditate on your mighty deeds. Your way, O God, is holy. What God is great like our God? You are the God who works wonders. You have made your might known among the peoples.
And I mean that's all of we learned so much of the New Testament scripture that starts with the Old Testament scripture
Yes.
is
Yes.
so that you recall, because I love that, because
Yep.
they remember those words of the Lord. They remember what he's done before.
Yeah.
And whenever, a lot of times when Jesus is talking,
Yeah.
he's wanting them to recall those
Yeah.
things from the past.
Yeah. I love this. I love the scripture. It is so
Remember the good. Say
important.
that again. Remember the good.
I will remember the deeds of
Deeds
the
of the
Lord.
Lord.
I will remember your wonders of old. And I will ponder all your work. I love the words. So remember is used twice, and then ponder and meditate. And it's that word meditate is, I remember looking into that word, doing a word study on that. And I think it's like, you remember how when your kids were little and they would eat, my daughter absolutely would do this. And she's sitting at the table and she's,
Yeah, a little verbalization coming out of the
while they're eating. And it's just this sing-songy while they're eating. And it's almost kind of like that idea of when they would meditate and they would think about the works of the Lord, the wonders of the Lord, or the word of the Lord. And it's kind of that, almost the song of your heart. Just that meditation, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart.
That's why so many scriptures become songs.
Yes.
And if you want to find that core memory to create with your children, make sure that one of the core memories that they have is you working on scripture together.
Yes.
And I don't know that my kids remember that enough. If I have to go back and go, and everybody does this, they look back at their parenting going, oh, if only I had, that's what grandchildren are for.
Yes, yes,
You get it right.
You get it right
But
the second time around.
But they do remember there were a lot of songs that we would sing through that I loved them because they had that scripture. And for some reason, scripture, it just sticks with music.
Yes.
So well.
Well, and this is,
I know there's science behind it, but I
just
don't know.
happens to be a song because it's
Right.
to the choir master. But I was meeting with one of my young women this morning, walking through. We're just getting started in Genesis and walking through the creation and the fall, and I was pointing out some things of clues, little context clues of like, when you see this word, this is what this means. This is what the people reading it or listening to it would have understood. And so I said, this is why it was so important for them, because this is how they handed down their stories. They one generation would tell the next, and that generation would tell the next. And so it's why God calls us to hide his word in our heart, that we might not sin against him, because
So we can hearken. That's a word you don't get to use very often. Hearken back
to the days of yore. Days of old. Yesteryear.
Anywho, create core memories with your kids over scripture as well.
Yeah, I love that.
And make sure that they know this truth.
Yes.
Jesus loves you.
You can't mess that up. You just
can't do it.
Don't.
But I won't remember this tomorrow. So can we go over it?
Remind me again.
Remind me.